All right, guys, how are we doing today? Steve Mingleco, Final Web Design. Today, I want to talk about another programming/AI video as we're really digging in deep into this topic. Why programmers are turning their back on AI and what's about to happen with programming in the future and the involvement of AI. So let's get into it. Final Web Design, this is Steve. All right, so let's check it out.
You can end the video right now. Everyone is tired. Maybe it's the Ozempic economy. Maybe it's the sheer volume of stuff happening around the world. Maybe, just maybe, it's your screen time looking like SpongeBob's average shift. The most tired group of people right now, second to people that work in shipping of course, are programmers. Thanks to AI fatigue. Don't worry, this isn't some AI bad I hate the current thing slop video. I try not to present problems without a solution, unless it's a leak code interview. I took a lot of inspiration and ideas for this video from this blog post by Siddhant Kare, an extremely talented AI engineer who works on some pretty cool stuff. Now the fatigue is comprised of a few different problems combined.
Well, is there fatigue in AI? Absolutely. But at the same time, it's probably just because it's a new technology, a new topic, something that everybody's kind of digging their hands into. So, yes, there's obviously fatigue because it's trying to take over all the programming jobs or what people are anticipating or saying is going to happen. Although the reality is it's kind of playing out. It's not really made to take over all these programming jobs.
Together, with the first one being FOMO. You hop on LinkedIn or Twitter, and it seems like everyone is an Omega Chat AI user. You see Sam talking about polyphasic sleep to keep up with AI trends. Another model hits the timeline. 2 more private equity-backed Fireship videos drop on the latest Claude Sonnet Optimus Prime 6.7. And now you're 50 skills MD deep into agentically texting back your ex. It seems like everyone's figured out AI, so you stay aboard the hype train. Add another AI subscription to your monthly budget. And yet, even when you're using AI, you don't feel that much more productive. You actually feel kind of exhausted, which...
That's very true. I'm feeling a little bit exhausted using AI in all of my business topics too. Like sometimes I'm going back and I'm like, does this even save me time? I'm going back rereading things. I'm taking out paragraphs. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. I have to edit it, change it. Is that really beneficial in the long run? Like, I don't want to just sound like an AI bot when I'm replying to people because a lot of the information is very technical. It's very personal to their business. And it's taken me a lot of time in the productivity to actually go back and change things.
Which brings us to the productivity paradox. You're shipping more code than you ever have in your entire life. And yet this is the least amount of trust you've ever had in your code. Even more untrustworthy than 6ix9ine. Every time you log off, there's a chance you get called up at 3 a.m. for an outage. And if you work at GitHub, you may as well be nocturnal. What used to be a full day of designing, documenting, and then writing up an API has now been condensed to 45 minutes of prompting. But instead of deeply understanding one thing that you've built well, you've now gone ahead and built 6 different things that you barely understand. It's not that prompting is hard, it's the context switching from one problem to another that fries your brain. Then there's the fact that AI is non-deterministic, which is a fancy way of saying AI is very random, and not in a 2013 Nyan Cat charmingly random, like genuinely unsettling random. Your entire career is defined by how precise you are, but the prompt you used on Monday to one-shot your solution doesn't work the same on Friday, and why?
Yeah, I think everybody's experiencing that as well. The more you're kind of digging into AI, you're getting different responses. Like I have a list of the different prompts that I like to use to create different things for like social media, for different websites. And every day I'm coming back and using it. And so it's like giving me completely different results. And I'm sitting here like, well, are these prompts actually going to work long term if every time I use them, they give me different information? I have to kind of direct the prompt to accomplish the same thing.
Why? Absolutely no reason at all. Unlike the name suggests, OpenAI doesn't actually provide a stack trace to figure out where your prompt went wrong or how it was generated. It's exhausting constantly trying to negotiate with your code like you're a travel vlogger. And the more time you spend bargaining, you develop skill issues. When your starting point for building out a solution is an AI, you lose the ability to actually solve a problem from scratch. Since you've trained yourself to rely on an AI for the stuff you already know, when it runs out of answers and you actually have to step in, you don't even know where to start. Now all of these issues forge into...
That's absolutely true. So even when I'm creating, like I just created a Vue.js project for one of my websites, and when I go to like actually run it, prompt it, get it on the server, I mean, these are all skills that the average person is not going to know how, because even for me myself, it's not necessarily an easy process. Now, is it, you know, as somebody who's done it many times for different businesses, making different applications over the year, is it something that I can understand? Yes. However, it is a complicated, you know, process even using the AI.
into a single phenomenon that we call AI fatigue. Now, the answer might seem obvious. Delete the clanker, reject modernity, grow out a massive beard, embrace Malik. But not everyone can be a marble PFP Twitter user. Your boss is watching how many tokens you're using, and there are a few things AI is pretty good at. The balance between these issues is solved by a single solution: boundaries. The same way a caffeine addiction isn't solved by more white monster, an AI problem can't be solved by just using more AI. It's solved by knowing when to stop. It's probably not a good idea to start your day with token maxing. Your brain, or whatever's left of it, is sharpest in the morning, and it's probably faster than AI at things you've been doing for many years. You should set out dedicated times for problem solving and programming. Another way to do this is to use AI within a 30-minute timer, and after that timer, accept whatever output it's given you and fix the rest yourself. You could also sit down and log each of the activities you do with AI. From here, you can figure out where it actually helps and where it slows you down. My favorite shortcut on Cursor has become closing the dang chat box, along with Command Q and opening NeoVim, because it's so easy to fall into the fallacy of just one more prompt, bro. Trust me, I swear. You should set firm boundaries with any AI tool you use, whether it's your AI coding agent or your AI waifu. Fundamentally, AI...
I think that's a good point. Like, you should set boundaries with the AI that you're using and kind of take a step back and get back into like the old school reality of just kind of reviewing it, testing it, looking at it, what kind of input you can have as somebody who's been working in these subjects and topics, and just take a step back from the AI and kind of get back in there manually. And I think that can actually help a lot, because when you're not just fully reliant on using AI, it's going to give you that personal touch again that's kind of missing over the last couple
AI
years.
is just a tool, and just like any other tool, the goal isn't to just mindlessly use more of it. That's how you end up with the modern web. The goal is to use it properly. Adding another tool to your delicate workflow and keeping up to date by reading the DeepSeek release notes isn't going to make you a better engineer. The only thing that will make you a better engineer is building stuff, in Holy C specifically. And if you're building for a global audience, you should check out the sponsor of today's video, General.
So guys, I mean, that's kind of it. Why are programmers turning their backs on AI? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that they're turning their backs. They're just going back to doing more hands-on, because as you kind of learned over the last few months with Claude and over the last few years with other AI agents, is that ultimately it does help. It gets you a step forward, but that part of having to put it all together, and even the technical stuff that's still needed to connect all the back end, connect all the front end, to make other plugins and extensions, still takes a technical skill level that a lot of people don't have in the normal public. So keep learning. We'll keep putting out more videos, and if you enjoyed it, give it a like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.